Hi guys, Michael Fights with Friends. Everybody please hit that like button. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. What is going on with Anthony Rumble Johnson and Jon Jones, and Instagram for that matter, all today? First, let's start off with Anthony Rumble Johnson. He comes out, the last few days, he comes out with these kind of cryptic messages. It says 4 years. Doesn't seem like that long ago, and it would posted to current MMA fights. So I'm guessing 4 years, maybe his fight against Daniel Cormier. Some of the things that maybe 4 years was, I don't know. He only retired last year officially in April of 2017, but he's just got a message on here that says the deal was done. He's monikering himself nowadays, calling himself knockout specialist Anthony Rumble Johnson. So it's MMA themed for sure. And of course, this has got hundreds and hundreds of people asking on here, when are you coming back? What's going on? If he returned to light heavyweight, I assume it would be a tough cut, but he'd be the champ for sure. I can just hear Dana White right now telling all other contenders that this is the fight fans want to see. Congrats, Powerhouse. Maybe, and don't write this off, because this is a big maybe, because a lot of people have been doing this. Maybe he has signed a deal with the WWE. Cain Velasquez has been over there working out. Of course, Ronda Rousey just signed. WWE just signed this big deal with Fox. He's a big, huge powerhouse dude. They can bring him in, kind of like Brock, maybe not say a whole lot, but he's just this behemoth of a person. So that's one perspective, and I don't write that off whatsoever. But the cryptic things about 4 years not being so long ago, I have to think if he doesn't want a chance against Daniel Cormier, then he wants to come over and take over one of the divisions now that Daniel Cormier is leaving. A huge fight would be him and Brock Lesnar, of course. I don't expect Brock Lesnar to get past Daniel Cormier. If he does, Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Brock Lesnar, that would be a lot of muscle in the cage, and that sells tickets. Another prospective opponent, of course, would be Jon Jones. So what was Jon Jones up to today? Jon Jones posted a long, reflective message to Instagram today discussing his struggles since his life once again turned upside down. He posted this message next to a picture, and that's why I have the picture up there, not to demean Daniel Cormier, up to a picture of him knocking Daniel Cormier out at UFC 214. And this was his post. Word for word. It says, time has a way of putting things into perspective. 1 year ago today, I knocked out Daniel Cormier to reclaim my light heavyweight title. It was the culmination of all the sacrifice and hard work I put in on the road back to where I truly know I belong. That's at the top. The only place I've ever dreamed of being. Turns out it wasn't a forever moment, but a fleeting one, as 2 weeks later I found out on TMZ, of all places, my title has been stripped and I'm suspended once again. To go from the spotlight to darkness and have everything taken away from me again was a hardship the public will never truly understand. It bent me but did not break me, and I had to learn to fight in a different way. I've spent the last year living right and getting healthy, but much of that work was spent correcting and repairing my mental space. Call it weakness if you will, but even the toughest individuals need assistance getting back on track. I'll be back, and when I am, it will be a more complete version than the world has ever seen. You have to turn the lemons life gives you into lemonade, and you have to take time to sit back and enjoy it. The struggles don't define you. It's how you handle them that determines who you are. Be good, enjoy the day, and God bless. A little bit of a humble brag, if you ask me. I'm putting the picture of him knocking Daniel Cormier out a year after. Seems a bit demeaning. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does Jon Jones deserve another chance right now? How much of this is Jon Jones' problems are Jon Jones inflicted? I believe they are a lot. And before you hate on me, I was one of the biggest Jon Jones fans out there. And I still don't hate Jon Jones. I can't wait to see him fight again. When does he fight again? I don't know. What is his mental state like? I really don't know. But like he said, he could have fought overseas. He could have done some WWE things. He could have done a lot of other things. So I really do believe his mind is on getting back into the UFC. Now, Anthony Rumble Johnson, that I don't know. Just the deal was done. Obviously, of course, it's meant to get our attention. And there's probably a big announcement coming today or tomorrow, sometime in the next week. And he's going to announce either something with the WWE, I would imagine, the UFC, or the World Bodybuilding Federation, which he's been involved in recently. So that being said, as much bodybuilding, everything that he's been doing, I don't know how quickly he could go back into the USADA pool. Those guys, if any of them, very few of them are clean. You just don't look like that without some help that's not allowed by USADA. Whether it's TRT, whether it's, supplements that are on that banned list, or just out and out, steroids, injecting oxygen, whatever it be, to get to that size, USADA's not going to allow that, most likely. Now, you look at a guy like Yoel Romero, he looks like he could be a bodybuilder, so maybe there are exceptions. And maybe Rumble Johnson's one of them. I want to know, what do you guys think? Where does Anthony Rumble Johnson go from here? Am I crazy thinking he might go into the WWE? And who should he fight? Who do you guys want to see him fight? I can think of what he could fight. Francis Ngannou, obviously that's one guy. Derek Lewis. Daniel Cormier is not completely signed. Who knows if Brock Lesnar comes back? If Jon Jones comes back at the right time? I've always wanted to see that fight. There's going to be two divisions that are wide open very quickly, and there's going to be a lot of fighters coming in looking to fill those spots. And Anthony Rumble Johnson could be one of them. I mean, he's not an idiot. I don't think he wants to cut that weight again to get to 205. He said that before. He said actually last year in October that he was going to come back. His manager at least said that he would come back, and he would come back at heavyweight. So if he is coming back, I believe him that he would fight at heavyweight. And outside of Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones right now, I don't know that there's anybody that could beat him, to be quite honest, in the heavyweight division. Maybe Stipe, and that would be a great matchup. Like I said, I hope he's back. I hope Jon Jones is back soon. Very weird, cryptic message from him, too. Hopefully they get that USADA thing dealt with very quickly. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts are down below. Let me know what you think's going to happen, what you want to happen, what you want to see next out of both these guys. And is Anthony Rumble Johnson, is he just trolling us? If he is, I mean, I got to give him props. Because he obviously got my attention. He got a lot of people's attention. 6,200 likes, and I think hundreds and hundreds of comments. So he's definitely spinning the wheel. Like I said, let me know what you think down below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.